Hey guys, it's Sam and welcome back to Vlogmas. Am I gonna sing that in every video? Maybe. But today I want to do a quick little video talking about my latest collecting obsession. I feel like the last couple of Vlogmases I've done something talking about my obsession. For a while there was plants. It still is, except my apartment is not as well suited for plants as it used to be, as places I used to live. So my plants don't flourish quite as much, so I'm less excited about them at the moment. But my current new obsession is collecting taxidermy butterflies and moths. This is just pinned butterflies and moths that are found from sustainable sources. So the places I bought from, they are raised in whatever country that they're from, and it's part of like their business. Like it helps the local like native population of that place, usually some kind of like tropical climate. They're raised sort of in like greenhouses. Butterflies and moths don't have a very long lifespan, so when they die just of natural causes and drop on the ground, the workers go in and collect them and like ship them off to people that then make them into art and like pin them and stuff. So if you've ever wondered, because I never knew, like how are people getting all these butterflies and this is very odd and like are they killing them? No, they just die of natural causes and there's like a trade for them now, you know, because they're beautiful. So I don't know if this will be up before or after my apartment tour, but in my apartment tour I will show you the area of my home where I am starting and hanging my collection. It's very cool in my hallway, but I only have a few right now. Right now, as of the filming of this video, I only have 3 different ones in my collection, which again you will see in the apartment tour, so I will link that if it's not up already. So I did want to talk about the butterflies and moths and things that are on my wish list, because I have quite a few and they're really pretty, and even if you don't want to collect them, you can still look at them and be like, oh my god, that is so pretty. So let's get into these. The first one is the Adonis Morpho butterfly. This one looks like a Pokemon in my opinion. Like this is, they all kind of do, but like this is so pretty because it's the perfect combination of blues and like iridescence. The color palette of this butterfly is exactly the color palette that I love. I mean, look at me right now. I usually only wear black and different forms of blue. And that's what this butterfly is. They have such a pretty like iridescent sheen to them and super gorgeous. And they're pretty big. These are some big boys, not the biggest, but pretty big. Then the blue monarch butterfly. I didn't know that monarchs could come in different colors. Like I thought a monarch butterfly was just the orange and yellow ones. Apparently not. This has the brown with a mix of blue. So I don't really care for, I mean, I love seeing, let me be really clear. I love seeing any butterfly out in the wild. Monarchs are gorgeous, but for the like art purposes that these now are, sort of like after death, which I like sort of preserving things like that in death. I'm not into wet specimens or like taxidermy of furred things, but insects being preserved I think is really cool since they have such a short lifespan. Anyway, I'm happy to see any butterfly or moth out in the wild looking so pretty, but for my like collection, not necessarily. But the blue one, for the blue monarch, yes. Then these are like so wacky but also unique, and I feel like a lot of people have like, are at least familiar with these slightly. They're the Brazilian owl butterfly. I actually thought these were moths. Butterflies and moths are from like the same sort of like genus. Yeah. So they're very similar. They're like cousins. But I always thought these were moths, and they are apparently butterflies. These are giant. They're so big. And what's so cool about them, as you can obviously see from the picture, is it looks like they have owl eyes. Like it looks like an owl face. Looks like owl eyes on the backs of their wings, you know, for protection, so things don't try to eat them because they're like, ah, an owl. So cool. These are one of the least like colorful ones that I want. You know, it is just this, but it just really shows the beauty of nature and like how smart it is and like adapting to look like a sort of like enemy or predator. Really smart. In a similar vein, I also like the silky owl butterfly, possibly slightly more, because this one is almost like a little bit more cryptid looking. Like it has 4 eyes instead of just the 2, and it does look like silky. Like it looks soft, and maybe it is, I don't know. It's called the silky owl butterfly. But I just feel like this is the butterfly version of like biblically accurate angels with lots of eyes. I think it's cool. Then this is another one that looks just like a Pokemon in my opinion. The sawtooth butterfly. It looks like open basically. Like it looks like it's just made out of just fine delicate pieces, and like there's little holes in its wings or something because of the white, especially if you put on a white background. It looks so pretty, kind of like a butterfree. I know butterfrees are different colors, but like it's the way and like the preciseness of like the colors and the lines look so pretty. They look like they're fake, honestly. Then a tree nymph butterfly. 1, because the name is so cool. 2, it just spots. Pretty spots. Like, again, not like a very bold color, but obviously very camouflage, and just like the pretty like silver gray with the black. It's so gorgeous. Like, I know there had to be some kind of clothing designer that got some inspiration like from this design. Is this like a weird version of Cruella de Vil with butterflies? Possibly. I don't want to make butterflies into outfits, but like the coloring is so gorgeous. These are also like pretty expensive to get a hold of, so I don't know when this will ever happen. Then we have the Ulysses butterfly. This is similar to the first one, like the Adonis or whatever, but I love a black and blue. I love a black and blue combo. They're so pretty. The ones I have right now so far are, like, I have some green ones and stuff. And the greens and the blues and the blacks, like, I just feel like it's a really good combination. The Great Mormon butterfly. Oh my God, like, so stunning with the black and like, again, like the silvery gray, huge. Like, I know these are mostly in like tropical areas, but they're so pretty. I want to see them in person, like while they're alive, fluttering about, but like, this is so pretty. Okay, and those are like the top of the wish list for butterflies. I think I only have like a few moths. Are there more butterflies than that? Yes, but those are like the top of the list right now. So for the moths, I don't have quite as many right now. I know death's head moths are very popular, but I don't really, I might probably have one at some point, but not necessarily drawn to that. The Luna moth. The Luna moth, obviously. Everyone loves the Luna moth. I'm getting a Luna moth tattoo, duh. They're witchy. They're about the moon. Like, I just love them. They look like butterflies with their moths. They have really cool wings. They're really pretty color. Like, everything about this moth is so cool. Then I do dig an Atlas moth as well. I don't know how soon I would get one of these because it's not really like the color palette. I mean, they kind of will go a little bit with like the owl ones, owl butterflies. But these are like very, very bold pattern, but in more of like an orangey brown. But still, like, their wings are so cool. They're so big. They're so big. And then the last moth is actually more rare, but like, the colors and the pattern of this thing, oh my God. I don't know what a common name for it is, but I think it's pronounced Brahme Hersii, potentially. This thing, again, looks a little bit like eyes, but not completely. Like, the most stunning pattern on these, like the wings and the body. Looks so cool. I don't know, like almost looks like wood or something. The coolest. But yeah, a couple of moths, mostly butterflies. That's on my wish list for now. Again, I'm a beginning collector. I only have a few pieces right now, but there's a lot of artists and things that do this kind of work, and I just like the ones that are very much like death positive, respectful of the little insect bodies, all of that. I'm not into arachnids or scorpions or anything. That's not really what I want, but I like the sort of like beautiful death aspect of the butterflies and the moths. So if you are a collector of insects, let me know. Comment down below and let me know. Let me know where you get your, let me know if you have any shops that you recommend or any insects that are on your wish list. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.